And we are back. Pokemon White 2 Hardcore Nuzlocke. The run continues. We have made it to gym number 6, focusing mainly on flying type Pokemon. The good news is we have secured the Magnezone. The bad news is we have we have suffered our first casualty of the run. It was in Chargestone Cave just before you get to this gym, and we ran into a trainer with Excadrill, and the team that I had, I really didn't have any answers for. So I threw out Levany to try and counter the Excadrill. And as we just saw with the last video, Excadrill has Rock Slide. On top of that, he Hone Claws twice. So basically had a Swords Dance and just destroyed Levany. But Levany was able to get him low enough for me to swap into another Pokemon and finish the job. So a worthy sacrifice. Having 2 4x weaknesses to fire and flying is just a really tough typing, but I'm glad we were able to utilize her as well as we did for as long as we did. So we will take that. All of the other first encounters are looking pretty good here. And yeah, as far as the team that we are working with right here, right now for Skyla, we have 2 electric types, which is absolutely perfect. And we also have Probopass, who can level up in Chargestone Cave as well. We got the Nose Pass there, which is pretty cool. I've never even used this Pokemon, so that's nice. We did secure the Gigalith, which is really cool. And then we got Liepard and the Cofagrigus to round out the roster. So some really good Pokemon. I am really digging this team. I'm going to have to swap it up for the Dragons after this fight. But as far as this gym battle, I am really liking our odds of beating her without losing anybody. So without further ado, let's dive right in and I will show you the strategy that I have thought up off screen. And it's going to be very similar to what Elisa does to everyone in the original Black and White with the Volt Switch and the Emolgas. So we're going to take a page out of her book here and just use that against Skyla. And I think it's going to do really well. So basically I have 3 Pokemon with Volt Switch, and I think we're just going to do a raffle and just keep swapping out. Swoopbat's biggest thing is the Attract Lockdown, but as you see, Magnezone does not have a gender, which means it's immune to Attract, which is so good. Especially when you're training up against Audinos, and Audinos like to use Attract, so it's just really nice to be able to dodge that. However, we do get flinched twice in a row here, but the leftovers is very much countering that damage, so Swoobat really just being an annoyance here, and hopefully we don't get flinched 3 times in a row. We do not, and Magnezone gets the Volt Switch off. Given how high the special attack is, this might just one-shot Skyla's first Pokemon, and it does. So 1 down, 2 to go. The next biggest issue would be Sturdy on the Skarmory, but really there's not going to be much that either Swanna or Skarmory can do, and really it's just pick your poison. I've never used the Probopass. Let's do it. Let's throw him out there and give him a little bit of screen time. So Swanna comes down. Oh god, that was actually a terrible decision because Swanna can hit Probopass for super effective, and Probopass does not have Sturdy. So I kind of misplayed there, and I think we gotta go ahead and cut our losses, because if I use Volt Switch, go second, and Swanna one-shots with a water type move, I would just be beside myself. So we were just going to pivot there. It actually goes for a Feather Dance. We could have got away with it, but I was a little bit too scared. But that is absolutely just fine. I think a Volt Switch will be able to one-shot Swanna given the Gyarados typing and it being 4 times super effective. So as long as this doesn't crit one-shot Ampharos, we will be looking so good. It does not, and I do believe Swanna is going to fall. A very cool Pokemon, probably the second best water flying that I can think of off the top other than Gyarados. Really cool. And now the third and final Pokemon is going to be the Skarmory, and I do believe we're just going to get Bespin the Magnezone back out there representing those Star Wars themed nicknames for this run, mainly based off of the old Battlefront games for Xbox. I really enjoyed those. But back to it here, Skarmory comes down and it's going to be a Steel Showdown. And yeah, I do believe we just do the Volt Switch combo and really let Skyla have to worry about the result, because it is just a free swap, so much damage, and one of the few typings that is super effective against Skarmory. It's going to go ahead and pop the Sturdy. We're going to get a free swap. Skyla's going to have to heal with a potion, and then we're just going to get Ampharos back out there to do the same exact thing, and I'm pretty sure that is going to one-shot as well. So the Sturdy is going to be a little bit annoying here, but I do believe that is the only hyper potion that Skyla has. So given that train of thought, I do believe that means Magnezone will finish the job um, upon this Volt Switch here. And it also brings Skarmory to Sturdy there. Sturdy is a very good ability, I think, post Gen 5 here, or starting with Gen 5, I should say. And we're going to get Magnezone out there one more time, another Steel-type showdown. And let's see what Skarmory has to say about it. But I do believe this is GG right here. And why not just go for another Volt Switch? Steel Wing comes down, can potentially raise the physical defense, doesn't even matter, and Skarmory will fall. Absolutely ridiculous. Just a really solid strategy against Skyla. There's just not too much she can do about that, except for the Swanna. I do think Swanna probably could have one shot, especially with a critical on the Probopass, so that was kind of silly. But other than that, I think really well played, very straightforward, and that is 6 gyms down. And now the next one is the Dragon type gym, which has given me issues both in the first and second attempts. I lost my Stoutland last run, and I'm here to avenge him, or avenge her. I can't remember if it was a boy or a girl, but Stoutland was dear to me. And I already missed them. So this is for Stoutland next video, and hopefully we don't lose anybody else. We have destroyed all hopes of this being a deathless run, but that is okay. This is my 3rd attempt. I am not worried about deathless. I knew there were going to be casualties. So we will take that, and I'm super excited. I really need to get a nice team that covers each other's backs for that Dragon matchup, and then it's just one more gym after that, and then we have multiple boss fights with Colress and Getsis, and I'm just super excited for all of it. We are nearing the end here. We are over the halfway point, and I'm really excited to see if we can pull this one out. As always, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it, and I will catch you on the flip. Peace.